Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our seventh session of Lost Minds of Fandalver, a beginner's adventure for D&D. We are back after a week break because it was very, very hot in Europe and we all died and came back again, obviously. As some other people might. Wink, wink. I can't actually wink. Anyway, I'm the Dungeon Master. Yeah, right. I'm the Dungeon Master Denise. We have Thorence, who is played by Mark.
Hi.
We have Divine, played by Gabi. We have Baraka, played by Court.
Hi.
We have Halkian, played by Disguise.
Right.
And our newest member to the party, Astoria, played by Torva.
Hello.
Hi. Hey, now you didn't miss it. Perfect. Anyway, I'll start right away with the recap. So the last time, the group managed to clear out the rep brands out of their hideout and took their leader Glassstaff, who turned out to be the missing mage Jarno Albrecht, as a prisoner. In the hideout, they also found a new companion, Astoria, a monk looking for her precious maps. They rescued They rescued a goblin called Droop, who now follows them around like a lost, beaten puppy. But their victory didn't come without sacrifice. Baraka, their dragonborn friend, died in battle. The party is now back in town and brought Baraka's body to Sister Garili, a priestess of Timora, who will look after him till the party figures out how to bring him back. Everyone deals with the loss of Baraka differently. Halkian leaves the party for the evening, going out into the quiet evening, sitting down in the town green, planting the little saplings he got. Divine stays calm, making sure that Baraka's safe is Sister Garili, and bringing Glassstaff to Sildar, who locks him in the town master's hall in a prison cell there. She's also getting the party back into the inn, making sure that everyone eats, and already tries to figure out plans how to get Baraka back. At dinners, she seems very calm, but at dinner you notice that she orders an extra glass of wine. Thorent, on the other hand, will not just have one extra glass of ale. He will have lots of ale and will drink more than ever before on this adventure. And later at night, after he accidentally set a table on fire, Toblin, the innkeep, will drag him up to his room. Finally, alone in the quiet, Thorent kneels down on the side of his bed, and probably for the first time in his life, he prays. So this is just a small summary because we didn't play everything out last time at the end. So if you have anything that you wanna role play out back at the inn or something like that, we can do that now. Okay, good. So then, after your various nights, no matter what you did, at some point you go back to your room, back to the quiet. I think everyone has a room to themselves, so depending on how your characters react, you all grieve differently. You might have ideas what's going to happen now or not. But in the meantime, Baraka. Oh, I'm excited for this. So, Baraka, the last thing you remember is being struck down by the giant maw of a bugbear. And you can't really tell how much time you pass, but at some point you open your eyes, but you see nothing. Nothing but an endless white shining world, illuminated by a bright invisible light. You're lying on the ground, and you still have the wounds on your body that the bugbear inflicted on you, but you don't feel any pain. You can't see the ground under yourself, but you manage to stand up. What do you do?
Start to look around a little bit. So
All you can see is whiteness and light There's no shapes, there's no winds, nothing.
Is this what it's like? Mother?
You say that, but nothing replies. You can feel yourself saying that, you can feel yourself speak, and you can hear yourself speak, but you don't feel like the sounds materialize. You don't think anything's coming out at all. There's just nothing.
I rear my head back and shoot a blast of lightning upwards, hoping to signal something, some sort of reaction.
You try to reach for the magic inside you, and you know it's there, but when you cast it, nothing comes out. You can stand though, by the way. Like, you're not just floating or anything. Like it's like you're standing on ground, but there's no ground.
Okay. So this is new. Divine? Thorand? Halcyon?
No reply.
Anyone?
As you keep standing still, you feel something creep up. You feel as you you feel like you're slowly melting out of existence. You realize now, if you stand still, all your being, all that you are will melt away and go into a place where you can't return from. Like, the only thing you can do is walk forward. It's like something slowly sucking you in, but not with any drag or anything, just something slowly claiming you.
I start walking just forward. I'd want to be right here, right now. But come on, Baraka. Let's move.
Okay, so you walk forwards, but you cannot tell that you're moving. But this dragging feeling goes away as you walk. You keep walking without a feeling for time or space. It's impossible to tell if you walk 10 meters or for 10 days. It's neither warm nor cold. Nothing at all seems to exist except for yourself and all the present light, not even casting any shadows. You walk forward and you keep walking. What might be a long time, what might be a few seconds, and slowly things around you, things start taking form. Grass starts to appear and stones beneath your feet, clouds in the sky, and even a slight wind. You don't see these things growing or coming into existence. It's too slow for that. It's like before the sun rising, and you know it's getting brighter, but you don't notice it till you finally realize the night's not over anymore and the light is here. And as you keep walking, the world around you grows until you are surrounded by familiar mountains, walking up a well-known path, the path to your village. As you arrive in the village, you find everything there as you last remember it. The wooden walls around it, the training grounds, the house, but no one is around. No dragonborn, no bird in the sky, no ant on the stones. Where do you go?
I go home.
The house that you used to live in with your mother before she died. Okay, so you walk through the paths in the village, and it's very familiar. So you could close your eyes and you'd still know the way. But even if you close your eyes, that's something very peculiar about here. You don't feel like anything's changing. Like, you don't feel like it's going dark when you close your eyes. It's just the same, almost as if this place doesn't really exist in front of your eyes, but more within you or as a part of you. And you arrive at your house and you open the door, and In there, you see a light standing there in the vague shape of a humanoid. So as a humanoid can be any humanoid creature. It flickers and shimmers, and a warmth fills you. And you hear the now familiar voice. My child, now we can finally meet in person.
Mom?
Hello. I saw or I felt you die. Are you all right?
I'm dead.
Well, that you are. That you are. Do you have a... How do you feel? Are you scared?
Yes. All I remember was cold, and now I'm here.
Yes, it's a peculiar place here, isn't it? It's a place in between the realms, between the worlds, in between dimensions. You have a choice if you want to go on or if you want to go back. But first, before you make that choice, there's a few things I want to show you. And she walks up to a window of your house, which is shut at the moment. And she leans out and opens the shutters. And as it opens, you don't see outside into your village. You see out to another world in a bird's eye view, as if you were 1,000 meters, hundreds of meters above the ground. And you see another world, a world filled with flying mountains and cities and clouds. You don't see any people there. You're too far away for that to notice anything like that. But you see dragons flying around. And the light speaks. This is where most of the dragons are now. They have little interest in your world, but some still keep an eye on it. And they have noticed something. The reason I am with you now, the reason that we were able to connect. So follow me, please. And she walks out, she walks into the room again. And as you follow her, the world around you shifts again. Again, you don't really notice the changes. It's just at some point it's still your house and it's warping and changing. And suddenly everything changed and you find yourself back in the cave where you forged a connection to your patron. And she says, if you want to come with me to the beyond. Wait, I lost my line, sorry. If you want to come with me to the beyond, just say the word. You can come with me and you will never feel pain again. But you can go back, but your life there will not be easy. There will be loss and betrayal, hurt and fear. But I know you can take it. You are strong. So, what do you want to do? So this is now your choice if you want to be resurrected or if you want to go on and die, basically.
I want to stay with you, Mother. I miss you. But I promised myself I would protect my friends.
You can come with me and we can be together. But if you come back, then we'll still have this connection.
I have to go back. I need to protect them. I need to try and I need to find Nuova.
All right. In this case, I have a task for you. There is an evil coming, something that has been locked away for a long time beneath your world, but it's pushing away, pressing through the seams of its cage. You have to stop it. Find the mine, find the seal, and make sure that it stays shut. But even if it opens, you can still stop it. But it is not the only one. But in this, remember, you are not alone in this journey. There are beings even beyond the dragons that have noticed this evil, and sent out their champions and called out for their champions. Keep your eyes open, because enemies are everywhere, but there are also friends. And before you go back, I have a gift for you, an ally to help you on your way. You'll have to choose who you believe will be the most helpful for you. There are 5 creatures I can send with you to help you. Creatures with a connection to our celestial world and to me. And they will be loyal to you and loyal to me and help you fulfill your task. You have as one choice, and now I'm going to list different things and I'll answer some questions around it. As one choice, you have Azul. He has the ability to look into people's hearts and know their nature. The other one is Norok. His telepathic bond with you will be stronger and clearer than with the others, and he will help you to be more resistant to magic. Then there is Idomi. She is small, but is a fierce protector. She can choose to take damage for you and will gladly do so, since she cannot die the same way as you, and you are able to call her back with a spell. There's also Dirka. She's able to teleport and also able to grant you magic resistance when close to you. And the last one is Orina. She has very keen eyes and nose, being able to detect magic and even see invisible creatures. So, this is a choice for familiars. You do not know what kind of creatures they are. These are just the strength that I highlight for you. And I think I'll probably send this in the chat for you so you can read it, so you don't have to remember everything. So we have Azul. Then we have Norok. Oh yeah, there's an N at the beginning of that. And we have Idomi. Then we have Dirka. And we have Orina. Do you want a minute to choose?
Yes.
Okay. In this case, I'll quickly go back to the others. And we'll quickly role play the morning there and the breakfast, and then we'll come back to you. So, everyone else. You wake up in the morning in the inn. Thorund is very hangover. Your head is throbbing and you feel slightly sick. Yeah, so you wake up, it's early in the morning. What do you do?
I have a general question.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst Thorund was praying, did he feel anything?
Yes, of course. So technically speaking, yes, you are able to do the thing that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
So as you were praying, you didn't hear an answer or anything, but you felt a warmth in your heart, a light in your heart, and you felt it glow and almost outside of you. But if you would have opened your eyes, obviously there wouldn't have been any light. But if you had when you had your eyes closed, you could have sworn that when you open your eyes, you'd see yourself glowing through the whole of the room. So that is the feeling that you get, as well as when you finish your prayer, there's a feeling of support, there's a feeling of power as well, and of a gift, as if someone blessed you with something. But there is also a feeling of responsibility and a feeling, not really a task, but a feeling of you being tied to something as well. So you have been granted this power by let me quickly see. You have been granted did you choose a god for yourself already?
No, it was out of the thing. I think it was out of the bloody...
Of the list that I sent you.
You sent me a list?
Yes, in the very beginning on the world information.
Oh, shit. All right, let me quickly... You guys go on ahead. I'll read.
I'll quickly check too. So probably Helm.
Helm. All right. In the meantime, while you guys
Yes.
go on, I'll do a little bit of my research.
All right. So what does everyone else do? Astoria, by the way, you have been given a room at the inn as well. The innkeep is called Toblin, exactly. And he served you dinner in the evening. He served you dinner and you got your room. It's not like a luxurious room, but probably what you've been used to from your travels in general that you've had before.
Okay. Waking up, I kind of just go back to the bar.
And what do you order?
I order a nice tall glass of wine.
Tall glass of wine. All right.
As I put bandages back over my head.
Let me see somewhere I have. Oh, here. For the wine, please take off 1 silver piece. And Toblin, the innkeep, he's there. He gives you the wine, but he looks at you a little funny, raises an eyebrow, but doesn't say anything. I mean, he kind of realized it's like what happened up at the Tresendar Manor. It spoke around. People seem to know. Obviously, I mean, you did carry a prisoner and the corpse back into town, so people noticed and people talk. So he knows what happened, and so he will not question it, and he will just give you the wine. What about the wine and Halkin? Mm-hmm. Toblin. Yes, of course. Divine is. How are you? How are you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And we're all very, very grateful that you took care of the rat brands. They've been a pest in here, and we're glad to know that they're gone. And who would have thought that Yarno, that mage was part of them? Took us all by surprise. He was always so helpful. Apparently not, no. All right, so he'll give you your coffee, and Halkin, what about you? Oh shit, yes, coffee. Did I say anything? I forgot. Probably like 1 silver piece. Yeah, I guess. Coffee's not that easy to get, so yeah. 1 silver piece. So, Halkin.
after waking up, I will keep sitting on my bed for a while and just stare out the window and pull out my dagger and just hold the blade against my wrist, trying to remember something from before the forest. But only seeing blank spots, I just pull the dagger away and leave my room, going down to the inn.
So, as you put the dagger to your wrists, and close your eyes, there are some things that you see, but not really. It's like all foggy and dark, and you can't really, like when you try and remember a name and you remember it, but you just can't get it out. When it's like lying on the tip of your tongue. So that's the way with these images. You feel like something of the forest wood underneath you, and you feel like someone else is there, someone calling your name, and you feel blood. You don't really see it. You feel blood, and you feel it sickering into the wooden floor, the wood floor. No, what's it called? The forest floor. Now I manage. The forest floor, and that's all you see. Like, it's very, very vague. All right. So, Thorn, next morning, or have you decided on a god?
No, helm works perfectly fine.
Very good.
Actually, also fitting for the way that I'm planning to, form
Yes.
Thorund.
Very
and then
good.
interrupt me if I'm going to do something which I cannot, but it's a cantrip, so it should be possible. Whilst Thorund is downstairs, just
for breakfast.
Yes, head throbbing beyond belief. But he's a dwarf; he'll get through it. And then sitting at the table, asking for a what's the right word? A pitcher of water. Touching the pitcher, focusing on the warmth that he felt the last night, and suddenly the pitcher starts to emit a glow of light. It's a cantrip.
What is the cantrip? Which one?
Called light.
Oh, yeah. Of course, that will work.
And suddenly it's shining.
Like similar what I think Baraka did. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, Baraka was nodding furiously, so I thought he was going to say something.
No. He had the same cantrip.
Yeah.
He cast it, but you weren't there. He cast it up at Presendor Manor when Divine and he first went there.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, it suddenly starts to glow very, very brightly. And Thorn's like, oh, what did I do just now?
So I assume, like, since Thorn will probably be the last to get up, Divine, Astoria, Halkin, you all see this.
I tighten my bandages just a little tighter.
Oh yeah, you do. You like start flinching a little bit and kind of hurts in your eyes.
I don't quite know. I just touched the pitcher, I felt something last night, and I tried to pour some water, and this happened. Yes. It's not broken, I think. Maybe a little. I may have had a little bit too much of a drink. Oh. Well, I'm not seeing this light, right? Okay then.
Too soon. All right. I will go back to Baraka in a second, but it's okay if we do a tiny little pee break because of the cider. I have to pee very badly.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I'll be right back. Baraka. You open your eyes, but this time you feel it differently. It wasn't the same as before when you opened your eyes and it was like this weird world. You open your eyes and you immediately feel things. You feel your feet. You feel a sore chest from where the bugbear hit you, and you feel a sheet of cloth over your body. And you also can't see anything but the sheet of cloth because it's been laid over your head. And you can feel your fingers and your toes, and you're hurt. You're hurt, like the pain from where your wounds used to be but are not anymore, where there's just a scar now. And you open your eyes, and again, you don't see anything. There's just a cloth over your eyes. What do you do?
I'll text her later. Go on. The joys of parenthood.
Of course. It's okay, don't worry.
I'll lean forward, just like slowly, just like creeping forward. It's like, oh.
The cloth falls off of you, falls down on your legs, and as you lean forward, you also feel something falling off of your chest and then making a kind of slightly hissing noise, and then a flapping of wings. And what you see before you is called a Uraeus. If you look for it on D&D Beyond, you should be able to find it, but I will like send it to you as a link or something. So what this is your familiar. So what it looks like. Before you see a snake, a colorful snake with its what's it called? It's what are these things called that are on a snake? I forgot the word. I forgot the English word.
Fangs?
Now
Rings?
rings? No, like the little things that are part of her
Pattern?
skin.
Oh, like a hood.
Scales.
Scales, that's the word, with very colorful scales in different, like in as many colors you can imagine. And it looks at you, and it's a cobra, so it has this hood that it now like folds open like a cobra because it jumped because you suddenly sat up. And it also has wings, coppery, shiny wings, feathery wings that it flops up and down as it holds its snaky form in the air. And it looks at you and like gets its tongue out. It's like and looks at you, and you get a feeling of warmth, of happiness from it. So technicalities now. The Uraeus Idomi, she is your familiar now. She will be bound to you. I will send you the link or something, I think, so you can look at the stats. I hope that will work. So basically, it's a tiny creature. It will be your familiar, so it is bound to you. If it should die, you can resummon it with the Find Familiar spell. I'm not sure if you have that yet. So if it dies now, you might have to wait till you have it. But I think you get it like next level or something.
I can make it work.
Yes. So the way it works with familiars is they're bounded to you. They're in general loyal to you. But with this is a special case. So Idomi is bound to you as a familiar, but in the end, she is a creature ultimately loyal to your patron. So if you would do anything that would go against your patron, then it will ultimately choose your patron over you. Like it will in the end follow that. So if you did something that went against your patron's wishes, it could turn against you even.
Okay.
So you have a kind of telepathic bond with your familiar, but it cannot communicate to you in words or pictures or anything like that. It's only that you feel what it's feeling, and it feels what you feel. So if you're, for example, very, very scared, your familiar would feel that no matter how far away. And
Okay.
if the familiar was scared or worried or anything like that, you would be able to feel that too. But it's only in feelings that you can communicate.
Okay.
And yeah, so in case you're curious, I had different familiars plans, different creatures as familiars, and made you choose with the abilities that it has. So I quickly explained the word bond thing, which is the familiar that you chose it for. So as a bonus action, the Uraeus forms a magical bond with a willing creature within 5 feet. So in your case, it can only be you. Afterward, no matter how great the distance between them, the Uraeus knows the distance and direction to its bonded war and is aware of the creature's general state of health. Also, when the Uraeus bonded wars takes damage, the Uraeus can transfer the damage to itself instead. Uraeus damage resistance and immunity don't apply to transferred damage. So, but the Uraeus is very, very squishy. So most damages will kill it. It has 7 HP, which is quite normal for a familiar. So it's very, very squishy. So it will not survive multiple attacks in most cases. But it basically means it can die for you and you can then resummon it.
Okay.
It does also have some actions, so it can do damage, which is kind of little. I mean, on your level, it's still kind of okay, but it will not be a lot of damage. So it's not like a damage, a combat help that much, but it will always be there for you, basically.
Nice.
And it's very, very cute. It's very, very cute.
I know. I saw pictures out of it just now. It's like, oh my god.
It's very cute. Yeah, so you wake up, now I have to describe the scene a bit more. I forgot about that. So you look around you and you seem to be in a humble hut. In the inside of a hut, you see a little kitchen and herbs coming down, hanging up on the roof, and the roof on the ceiling, and some pots. You're lying on a table. Or it seems to be the eating table normally. What do you do?
Is there food on the table?
There's nothing that you can see immediately. Maybe if you look around a little.
Okay. I'll look at Adome. It's like, this is new.
Again, you get a feeling of calm and content as it looks at you.
I'll reach my hand out and try and I'm gonna boop the snoot.
It's coming a little bit towards you, getting out its tongue and as you touch it, it quickly jumps back, but then comes closer again.
Hi. Okay, so I have
Sorry,
you now.
That was lagging a bit. And again, you get the feeling of happy and content.
This is nice.
It flies around, swirls a little bit through the air around you, and then lies down on your shoulders, on your neck, lying around itself, putting its wings back.
Oh.
Aww.
All right. I'll slowly pull the sheet off more and just assess my body. It's everything still hurts, but wow, okay, I'm alive. That
As far as
just
you can
muttering
tell,
to
yeah.
myself.
You can still feel a little bit sore where you've been hurt, but it seems to be healed over. Like there's no blood or anything. It's just a scar now.
All right, then. I'm going to take a look around. Just like see if I recognize anything.
So as you get up from the table and start looking around, a door on the other side of the room opens, and out comes Sister Garili. And right behind her, what was Lainini come out, and they both kind of wear nightgowns, and Sister Garili was like, What? You're alive? What? How is that possible?
I'm not even sure myself.
Well, are you okay? Are you hurt? Do you need healing? And she comes like up to you and kind of touches where your wounds were, and it's like checking, and remarkable, it's all healed. I've never seen anything like that before. How are you okay?
I think so. Like Baraka's like full on blushing right now. His skin is just a darker shade of blue.
Actually, I've almost forgot this. Now that you look at yourself, you're not the shade of blue that you're used to. You're very, very pale. A very pale light blue now. You're like, oh, she's like, oh, you look different.
I'm afraid to look. Am I naked?
No, you wouldn't be naked. You would still like wear your armor. Maybe it would be slightly opened, like where your boots were, so they could check on them. But it's all like nice and proper.
Okay. I mean, I'm a little sore. I mean, my shoulder is stiff, but wait, this is new. My scales have changed.
That's amazing. Yes, I've never seen anything like that. That must be amazing. So, are you okay? Do you need anything? Are you hungry?
Food. Yes.
Yes. And she immediately she gives you some water, she gives you some bread and cheese, puts it in front of you, makes you sit down, and she's like, I should tell your friends, or do you want to go there yourself? They're at the inn, I think. That is remarkable. Never seen anything like. How is this possible? Is it the work of a god? How does this work?
If you find out, can you let me know? Because this is all new to me too.
I can go into
friends.
prayer. Maybe I know, but yeah. What did you say about the friends? Sorry, like that a bit again.
Just like scrambled thoughts. Just like okay, A, C, F, G, H. Like, is it daylight? Is it night? I mean,
It's
what time
morning.
is it?
Yes, it's morning. As you look out the window, you can tell it's morning.
Light. Okay. Yeah, where are they? The inn?
They must be at the inn, as far as I know. I don't think they left. They said something about bringing you back, and I know there are possibilities. I know it is possible to bring people back up from the dead, but someone coming back by themselves, I've never seen anything like it. I just realized Sister Garili's voice changed so much in the last 3 minutes. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I have 5 different accents for Thorn by now, I think.
It's part of the game.
Mm.
Yeah, if one of you could let them know soon that I'm here.
Of course. And she turns to Lainini and she's like, dear, could you go get them? Could you go fetch them? This is remarkable. And Lainini's just like, oh, yeah, immediately. I'll go. And she goes out the door. So the others, as you started to get up and everyone stand there, maybe having some breakfast, maybe having a day drink, a morning drink. You sit there and suddenly the door opens and you see in front of you in the door Lainini in a nightgown, and she's like, everyone, you need to come see this. This is I don't know how to say it, but you need to come immediately. And do you follow her?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she leads you out the inn over the town square into Sister Gorili's house. And as she opens the door, sitting at the table, you see Sister Gorili, kind of in shock. And next to her, you see Baraka, or something very close to Baraka, with very, very pale scales, and a weird little creature hanging around his neck.
Brock is like scarfing down the food, just like chomp, chomp, chomp. I have not eaten in a while, it feels like.
As Farron walks in and sees that thing, around Baraka's neck, he's like, "Oh, Baraka! Oh, you're good, but there's a thing around your neck," and then just prepares like or three little magical things around him, ready to shoot them.
Oh my god. So the snake around the winged snake around his neck, like looks up at you and like puts his tongue out a little bit. And Baraka, you get a feeling of alarm, of fear, as it looks at your friends coming in the door. What does the vine do?
I'll get it soon. Raka looks up over. It's like, hi.
What about Halkin?
I'm kind of conflicted. Yeah, I will go Thorin's path. I see a snake in front of me, so I grab my dagger, pull my dagger out.
What about Astoria?
Is that the dragonborn I hear? I try to walk forward and then I bump into something. I don't know what it is, but it's in front of me.
Yeah, so you still kind of see okay. You probably bumped into a chair, but again, like this is early morning, so in the hut you'd still see okay-ish. As much as you can see through your bandages. I'm not sure how far you gotten with like putting the nom. Maybe like one like fell down over your eyes and you're like, what? So yeah, what you do? Baraka also, Thorin and Halkin seem to be ready to attack your familiar.
Like, wait. Why are you guys trying to attack me?
Oh, I'm not trying to attack you, but there's like a snake around your neck, and it doesn't look good.
Is it biting me?
Doesn't seem so.
Then why?
Well, tell me why you're back. How are you back?
If I don't know, I died and then I got better.
But you look kind of dead still. You're quite pale.
Well, it's not all the way better, but I'm eating.
Aaron puts his spells away, by the way.
I think so. Maybe I'm somewhere in between. I remember the bugbear, and then it was all white. I saw my mother, and then I woke up. That I saw a. I went home. I think, but then I woke up here, and now I have a pet. It was here when I woke up. So, am I a dad?
So Sister really still very amazed, and she like looks up to you guys, and she's like, I don't know how this is possible. As I said to Baraka before, I've heard of people coming back from the dead, being brought back from the dead, but never coming back from by themselves. This is remarkable.
I mean, my mother was a healing dragon. Maybe something from her was passed on to me, and that did something.
Well, I don't know. I don't see how someone. I mean, there are some very powerful healers who are able to bring others back, but not over distances. And not like that, without anything happening. It's very remarkable.
Ow. And I could, considering where I'm at, maybe I got lucky.
Can I ask
Maybe.
you?
Yeah.
Can you look in the chat for a moment, Denise? Just
Yeah. But what monster?
well, we only fought one.
Ah, okay. No, the monster didn't say anything like that.
Okay. Well, I put my dagger away and just walk up to Baraka and hold my hand toward the snake.
I
The
kinda wanna
snake.
just
Oh yeah, just a second. So the snake looks at you, and Baraka, you get a feeling of curiosity, but also caution, and it looks at you and kind of smells the air like with its tongue, but it doesn't come to you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's okay. As far as I know, he's okay.
Like swirls a lot around your neck, flying up a little bit, like flapping its wings, stretching a little. Hi. So yeah. Me too, Divine, me too. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. I wish I had more answers. I don't.
I may not celebrate with another drink. I don't think that's a good plan.
Wait, you celebrated my death? Just like looking at Thor. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you guys to feel bad. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you.
Well, technically speaking, you were hired to protect me, and you certainly did that. I came out quite unscathed.
I guess there's that.
I may have said something wrong here. I don't quite know. I only spoke the truth here.
But yeah, if someone could fill me in on what happened, did we get the people out? Did we catch did you catch the mage?
Well, the mate is cold, and he may have a concussion for quite a few days. He slammed his head quite hard.
Okay.
So as
Interesting.
you, oh sorry, what do you want to say?
Just interesting.
Okay. So as you are all inside Sister Gorilla's house, suddenly you hear someone in the town scream like, "Goblin! Goblin! There's a goblin!" Sorry.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so you hear this goblin, help!
Well, I think that maybe I did a friend.
Yes. I made it to the table at least.
So
Yeah,
as you get out into the town square, you see some people with like sticks and shovels and that kind of stuff standing around a kind of beaten up goblin, and he's like, "No, please don't hit me, please, please, no, I'm just looking for my saviors."
Oh, well, here we go again.
Help, lady, devil lady.
Well, I just stand there and keep watching. So
He comes up to you. It's like, "Please help, Drew. But I was looking for you. Couldn't find you in the inn. They wanna beat me. Help."
Never mind, I think this may be a one for you.
So one of the women outside comes up to you and she's like, "Do you know this goblin?"
it's our pet.
"Well, he's just lurking around town here. Goblins are no good news." "Okay, he's not dangerous. He's not, like, even when you found him, he was not wearing any weapons or anything." It's like, "Thank you, Horn Lady. Thank you." "Yeah, I was just looking for you. Droop needs help. Droop is hungry." All right. So does everyone head back to the inn?
Not yet. I will hold up Baraka and just hand him back his stuff, like his car traps, his blasting powder, his ball bearings, and his 25 gold, was it?
Don't remember.
35 gold.
How much?
35.
35, okay.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I took his money and now I'm giving it back. So
yeah,
Thank
so
you.
everyone heads back to the inn, and what you do there? I mean, Toblan will gladly serve you more breakfast and some food, and he's very surprised to see Baraka, but he kind of ignores it. It seems weird enough that he doesn't want to like touch the subject. but he looks very surprised.
Hello again.
Hey, you're back? You
I
want some
guess so.
breakfast?
Yes, please.
Okay, and he'll serve you all some breakfast. It'll be on the house. Like he forgets to ask for any money because he's kind of weirded out and like in shock.
Yeah, so what's the plan for that? I kind of want those back. Oh, I see. It's not a we thing; it's an I thing. Gotcha.
Well,
I mean, I kind of figured it would be a we thing since I helped you out with the basement, and I figured you would help me out with my maps.
I mean, to be fair,
know.
I don't even know when we became a we thing, so
we should probably help her. I mean, she did help us, I think. It's kind of a blur.
I'll help the dragon out at least.
Thank you.
Well, technically, he's a dragonborn. He's not a dragon.
Listen, I'm barely 3 feet tall. I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, you know, we should have her stick around. At least this way, I'm not quite the tallest around here. I'm taller. Oh, fuck me! I didn't use feet. I use meters. Okay, we're the smart part of the world. We use meters. God.
Okay, quickly while you
Wait.
figure out your sizes,
Wait,
I'll quickly
how
go
tall am I in meters?
do a little pee break again. I'm really sorry.
And
I
these.
know I
too much
can't
That's
help
okay. I want to
it.
do conversion anyways.
Okay, quickly do that, and I'll be back when you're done.
Well, I mean, if Mark's using the smart part of the world, it should be feet.
Okay, so technically I'm not even a meter tall. So I'm like 0.8 meters, I think.
Yeah, I think that would legitimately put you knee high for Baraka, and Thorin would be more like a crotch high.
Yeah, so I think Baraka definitely looks like a dragon to me.
Thorint is 4.5 feet.
so barely
you're-
over a meter.
1
Like,
meter 30.
Well, rounded
So
up,
you're
yeah.
at
Thorin
least a foot
wears his
taller than
helmet.
me.
That makes all the difference.
Actually, 1 meter 35 to be exact.
And that's depending if we're including all of the fabric on top of my head. So I want to add at least another, few centimeters.
Well, you know, I didn't calculate for shoes in this. Maybe Thorint is wearing the highest heels the world has ever seen. God.
A dwarf wearing pumps.
He's
What?
walking on stairs, okay, at all times. He has a
like
mobile
3 foot
chair or
Stilts.
steps. He has mobile steps, okay? He's standing on steps at all times. The 2 meter high heels, okay?
Damn. It's like these over knee high boots, stripper boots. Like yeah.
All right, every single one of you, just wait until fucking Thorint gets his 3rd level spells and he casts fly on himself and he'll be higher than all of you.
So we can all
Aww.
look under your kilt. Yay.
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 Thorint is not wearing a kilt, Thorint is wearing a robe. God.
True.
Either way, I don't want to see what's underneath that.
Stocking.
Oh.
Well,
If it's not a map, I don't care.
It's not only his intelligence that's, large.
We're not gonna do that here.
Okay.
It's his ego too.
Someone in our other campaign, someone wanted to roll. Someone wanted to roll for dick size.
What?
Rolls a nat 20.
Yeah, anyway. So you are in the inn. Okay.
Yes. Let's see. The last. Sorry, I'm trying to ignore that. So the last thing I remember on my maps was a wooden area right outside of Phandalin. That's as much as I can remember. They took all of my stuff. No, they just said I didn't have what they were looking for and walked away with all of my stuff. That one cave, right? Was it Wave Echo? Yeah. No. I heard rumors about it and I started to look for it, but by the time I got outside of Phandalin, that's when I got jumped. Yeah. Denise, as a wanderer, I would be able to pretty much off of the top of my head know the surrounding area, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So I don't think like you'll remember anything, but you'll have a good sense of orientation.
Okay. So I can at least know where I was jumped at least.
Yeah, so probably jumped, you would have been somewhere. Let me see, let me look at the map. Probably like somewhere back here. Maybe a little further away. Oh, you can't see it. Like this, but further west.
Okay.
It was still like a bit wooden. It wasn't like a deep wood or anything, but a couple of miles outside of Phandalin. So, what do you guys want to do?
Thornton will scuffle his way towards the innkeeper and be like, maybe you know, I found this nice little earring set, he whispers. And this nice little ring. Would you by chance know where I could sell these?
Oh, these look very fancy. I'm not sure if anyone here could afford them. Maybe Halia, she seems rich. Barthen usually doesn't take things of too much worth. Best try in a bigger city.
I may have to do that. And he quickly scuffles his way slowly back.
So Sildar would have brought Yarno the glass staff, like the person the glass staff, not the actual glass staff, which the vine still has, by the way. Yeah.
Do you guys need some water?
He would have brought him into the Tansmaster Hall, and he wasn't really up in the inn, so maybe, and he kind of settled down in the town master's hall and doing his business there, so he might be there. Oh yeah, that too. Right, there was a murder. Yeah. No, he would know about him dying because you saw him last night and you brought him the mage, but he wouldn't know yet about his resurrection. You haven't seen him in the end.
Well,
We still can.
he kind of betrayed the guild, so if he doesn't talk well enough, then could I have the honors?
Yeah, I want to ask him some questions. As I bump into everything. Yeah. Yeah, I have it over pretty much my eyes mostly. Yeah, bright lights just really hurt. I spent most of my time studying at night for like years. Yeah, so my eyes don't like the sun or whatever the heck Thorin did a little while ago. That was not very pleasant.
What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done this time? Well, how does this hurt you?
It was a neat trick. It just unexpected. A little warning would have been nice.
Well, I didn't know this would happen.
Just wake up and yell, light!
I will next time, but I don't get it. I don't know how it happens either.
I mean, I understand it. Just like try not to let it happen again.
Well, I don't know how it happened, but I'll try.
Anyways, let's go find this glass staff guy. I forgot his real name.
No. Jarno Albrecht. Jarno Albrecht.
Yeah. Let's go.
Jarno.
Let's go see if
very
he knows
weird
anything.
names in this campaign. There we go.
That doesn't really help me on the pronunciation, but all right.
Just pronounce whatever. I have no clue. This campaign has so many. I mean, just Sister Garili. I don't know how to say that.
I'm gonna just call him Glassstaff for the moment.
Jarno.
Jarno. That looks a lot
Close
closer.
enough.
Jarno.
Yeah. Jarno. Jarno.
I'll just call him Eeyore.
Jarno.
All right, let's go talk to Eeyore.
Guys.
I will just call him dead meat.
You guys go on ahead. I'm gonna go to my room real quick and change. I might need some new clothes. I should be, yes.
So, Baraka, do you want to stay behind then? You don't. I mean, you could change quickly and then join the others.
Yeah, like just 5 minutes to change. I can follow behind them.
Okay. So I assume
I just swap out a shirt.
Yeah, so just I don't have to role play everything out. I assume like everyone waits quick 5 minutes till Baraka returns them, and you all go down to the Town Master's Hall. And as expected, you find Sildar in there, and he's like, "Good morning, everyone." And he looks at Baraka. He's like, "What? What? How is
I
that possible? What? But I thought you were dead.
I thought so
Surprise.
too. I got better.
Well, congratulations, I guess.
I mean,
How,
maybe
how
it
did
might
that
have something
work?
to do with. I don't know. I was dead, and now I'm not dead, and now I have a pet.
Oh, very. I never seen a creature like this before. That's amazing. Well, I'm very happy for you. I'm glad to see that you're all right.
Thank you.
So, how can I help you? Are you here to look at your prisoner?
Yes.
Well, he's been brooding, mostly quiet. I took all his possessions and his um spell casting focus, so he can't do anything. He will be completely harmless. I haven't talked to him yet. I think I'll take him back to a to the Guardians of the Alliance so they can judge over him, I guess.
Can
But
I
if
go
you
look through his stuff?
We will think about that.
so Divine asked if Thorn can speak to him, right? Yes, of course you can go wherever you want. And Astoria said something.
Yeah, I wanted to go look through his stuff.
Yeah, so you don't really find anything on him. There's like a little spellcasting focus that Yarna took off, but you already. No, wait. His staff was his spellcasting focus, so there wasn't a spellcasting focus any. No, wait, no, you battled him. So no, there was like a crystal as a spellcasting focus that he caught, like wore around his neck, and there were some clothes, a little dagger that like Sildar took away, but that's everything. Like obviously he's still wearing his clothes.
Okay.
Halkin, you also said something?
I just said that I don't believe that the guards or wherever Cinder was going to bring him to get judged. We're seeing him, or we're going to see him.
Well, that is not up to you to decide, Halkin.
You say that now.
No, I do have some authority here.
Have you found out anything
I haven't talked to him yet. I thought I would leave that up to you.
about the murder?
I'm still looking into that. I'll need some time.
Can we see him now?
Of course, go ahead. And he leads you like down into the cellar where you there's like a little prison cell. There's multiple little prison cells, like 3, I'd say. And he is sitting in one of them, looking very uncomfortable and kinda unhappy. Yes, you can swear as much as you want, Astoria.
Perfect. All right, you little shit. Where the fuck are my maps?
And
You're-
Now I want my maps.
Yeah, he was probably like sleeping, so he looks up to you and like, what? I sent them on. I sent them to Cragmoss Castle.
You did what with my maps?
Calm down, I just sent them on. They're probably fine.
Listen, I pummeled you before, and I will do it again. Why did you
Please.
send them there?
Because the Black Spider's looking for maps. I don't think it was yours, but better be safe than sorry.
Why would a spider need maps?
He's not a spider, duh. It's just his name.
But
What
you
is
called him a
he?
spider.
Yeah, he calls himself the Black Spider. He's a drow.
Then why not call himself the Black Drow?
I don't know. Ask him. So, a drow. Drows were not on anyone's list of races. I haven't looked into because I haven't at that time looked into them that well.
They're like a dark elf, right?
Yes, they are
Yeah.
dark elves. So, Thorin, you would have heard of them. They are dark elves and they live underneath the ground. Some of them tend to be evil, but most of them are just elves that live underground. Divine, you probably know as much as dark elves or drows or dark elves that live underground. And maybe one or two, good night stories or creepy stories that talk about them being evil. Baraka, you know literally just dark elves. Drows are probably elves that live underground. That's what you heard, but you're not sure. Halkin, you wouldn't be sure at all. You heard the thing drow before, but you wouldn't really know that much about it. Astoria, you would know as much as Thorin. So basically, drows, dark elves live underground. Some of them tend to have evil tendencies. Most of them are just like normal people just living underground. They kind of avoid the people upstairs outside. And compared to dwarves, like dwarves live within mountains, but dwarves build themselves halls within the mountains. Dark elves more live within caverns that already exist in the mountains. Like, it's not like they basically build themselves a house in the mountains. They just live in
cave.
Yeah, they live in gigantic caves. There's like stories of gigantic caves where there's whole cities in there.
Noisy little neighbors.
I'm not saying anything to that.
Where is this castle?
It's somewhere up north. I've never been there.
You've never been there, and you would send my maps up there?
Well, I sent them with a bugbear. They send people to me, and I send them things sometimes. It all works like the black spiders paying them to pay me and that kind of thing. Black Spider was here before too, but it's all very indirect. Don't get a lot of FaceTime with these people, and I'm not too sad about that. They left me alone. I could do with the town as I pleased till you idiots showed up.
Hmm.
Don't tell me.
Could I do a little trick?
What you want to do?
Could I light a firebolt in my hand? Not shoot it, but just have it like hovering in my hand.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of ready it? Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe like, well, you know, the majors didn't send me here, and if I ever had questions, I had to come to you. Well, you made it a little harder than it should have been. We could have just talked, but you had to ruin this whole town. I think. No. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't just fire this at you for betraying the guild.
Roll an intimidation check.
On the website or in real? Because I have both. I have the time.
I'd prefer on the website if
then
that's
I will
okay
do that. There we go.
Yarno's like, I know that Sildar doesn't let you kill me. So you keep waving that fire around, he'll come in here any second.
Well, maybe I put it away.
He still has a broken arm, so I think we have an advantage.
You would attack your own people?
I mean,
Can I fit through the... Sorry.
The more days are coming, the more I regret having saved him, so possibly.
Wow, Sildar was so nice to you. But what were you saying?
He stopped me from taking the bottle of poison. He stopped me from... Well, he's taking his time with his investigation. It's taking too long.
It takes a second to get through these cases, you know?
Anyway,
I have a question,
Astoria,
though.
what are you gonna say?
I wanted to ask if I could fit through the bars.
No, you couldn't. There's halflings in the town, so the bars are made that the halflings could or would have to stay inside. No, you couldn't fit. Sorry.
If I could find
Stopped
a
by the
key. If someone could just like spread apart these bars a little bit, maybe I can get in there.
By the way, Sildar's like not with you, but he is watching you. But he has not interfered so far.
So tell me more about this black spider that you talked about.
He's trying to find this dark echo cave, and I think he found it, as far as I know, and he told me to make sure that there's no adventures coming by to who could upset his plans. But I don't know a lot. He promised me some magic items and gold payment, and he has been paying me and making sure I keep my power here. He's been sending me bugbears and goblins from time to time to make sure that I got enough manpower here and everything. And I assumed he was gonna, like, when he found the cave, eventually he was gonna let me come and help him, you know, look at it and find out things. It's a myth, it's a legend, so I would have loved to see it. But I guess it's not gonna happen now.
So what you mean to tell me is you got tired of being a good mage. You wanted some money. You wanted some extra magic items. You know, who wouldn't want that? I guess though. I can't fault you for that. Anyway, but you just got tired of that, and now you wanted to run your own city with your own power and did all of that. So you betrayed the Magus Guild. All right, I get it. Blah, blah, blah. We defeated you, so you didn't even get that much out of it. Anyway, what you mean to tell me is the Black Spider, is that the same person as the king?
No, you mean King Roll?
Who?
No, King Roll. He
King
sits up
Roll.
at Cragmoss Castle and takes care of the goblins. They also help make sure that there's not too many people coming here around in this area. He sits up there, but the Black Spider is someone else.
Interesting.
Who took over the king's place?
What did you promise the monster?
I promised the Black Spider.
The monster and the manor.
The monster? Oh, you mean what was it called?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Nothing.
Nothic. The Nothic? I was just gonna throw him a body every once in a while. It's usually safer to keep the things on your side than to kill them. Did you kill
Whose body?
whoever came in my way? It's gonna be your body eventually.
So, in short, we are safer of killing you now.
Again, I don't think Sildar Goody Two Shoes over there will let you kill me.
Well, if he's able to stop me, one thing. If he comes after me once you are dead, then I don't really care.
You know, he's got the full Legion's Alliance, Guardians of the Alliance behind him. They have knights that could squish you under their boots.
In this room?
Well, no.
Again, maybe it's better to not kill him.
Yeah, but he's talking a lot of shit for somebody behind bars.
Eyebrows. Sorry, what was that? Can you repeat that, Astoria?
Yeah, I was about to say, he sure is talking a lot of shit for somebody behind bars.
That's the only thing I have to do. Throw me like a puzzle or some cards in here. Wouldn't be as bored. Somewhere up north, haven't been there. Yep. Roll for insight. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but didn't you say we could see the castle from the town?
No, you were able to see the manor from the town.
Oh, okay, my bad.
The ruined manor up here, which is basically in which cellar you were caught. As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
I have a question for him.
A couple days ago, I think. Don't know. Couple of hours, day, probably. Yeah, probably.
But that also means it's not that far.
No, of course not. Why do you think the Black Spider had me take control of this town?
Would Sildar know where the castle is?
I think the rest of the group already asked Sildar about it, and he doesn't know. So a little recap for you, Astoria. So basically, the group rescued Sildar from a cave of goblins, and Sildar was traveling with a dwarf called, what was his name?
Gundrin or something.
Gundren Rockseeker. Exactly. And they both have been attacked by the goblins, and Gundren has been taken away to Cragmoss Castle. But Sildar just knows that Gundren has been taken away to there, but he doesn't know where it is. And I think Gundren suggested to the party already to capture some goblins and ask them.
We have a goblin, don't we? Or we know of a goblin.
Droop will probably have stayed at the inn. Like, stuck in a corner somewhere, whimpering.
Okay. Do we want to go ask him where the castle is?
One last question, Yano. What do you know about Halia?
Halia, she's been a pain in my ass even before I founded the Red Brands.
Why is that?
Well, she keeps an eye on everything. She's always watching me. I think she already didn't like me much before I took over the Red Brands. Wouldn't even surprise me if she knew that I was the boss or something.
Did you kill the town master?
The town master? Nah.
Inside check.
Sure, go ahead. As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
I turn towards Sildar and glad to do your job.
You're such a friendly guy, he says. And just shrugs.
Yeah, this guy is useless. Nobody. Working for just a little underling. I say it loud enough for him to hear.
He scoffs at that. He looks a little hurt.
Both of them.
He didn't like to hear that.
I have a question for him.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. What do you know about Thunder Tree?
Thunder Tree? I think it's a ruin somewhere close to here. Don't know much about it. It's overrun by things, plants and animals. Not the safest place.
Okay. And also, have you come across any other Dragonborn recently?
No. What Dragonborns would come here? There's no work here. Especially now. I guess I did good to make a good job keeping the adventurers away till you idiots came.
So you failed your mission.
What was the Halkin?
You failed your mission. The one.
Well, obviously, or I wouldn't be in a cage.
I give him a little grin and then turn around and leave.
Okay.
A little worm can rot in here.
He'll get his justice, Sildar says.
No, he hasn't.
I said he will get his justice.
No,
Clean
he
out
won't.
your ears.
Let's go, Helkion.
I'm already out.
I did look into it a little bit yesterday. I'm planning to question this guy here, Yarno, as well. And I mean, yeah, especially with what you, but also he said just before that he didn't do it. I'll have to look into it. I don't want to make any quick decisions, but I don't think anyone else in town is in danger for the moment. Oh, he's like, oh, thank you. Blushes a
Brock
little.
like turns his head a little bit.
Oh. All right. So do you go back to the inn to Droop? It's like, hello. Welcome back.
Can I just, on the way towards the inn, turn towards the others and ask, why exactly are we not killing him? We don't have any problem killing anyone else, but we have a problem with killing one person.
There's no point. He's locked up. He'll probably be killed later on by the Alliance. There's no point in us killing him.
I mean,
Why get our hands dirty when somebody else can do it for us?
first of all, still angry. Second of all, we still have the monster to feed. So even his death wouldn't be in vain.
No, we will fed the monster. The monster got more than we even did.
Would you feel better if we fed his body to the monster?
Yeah.
We'll just have to come back later then.
But he won't be here anymore. He will be sent away.
And neither will we, because we'll have to go to the castle.
Is it the same castle?
Well, no, not the castle where the monster is, but the castle with the spider or the king, whatever
yeah, but
he
is it the same castle where Silda is sending him?
Or, I thought, oh, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Sildar would send him to an outpost or something by the Guardians of the Alliance.
So he would be facing judgment in a town or location where none of his victims are. What point is there?
Well, the victims are dead, right?
Yeah, and obviously
suspects,
Sildar.
so-
I mean, you don't really know how it works, Halkin. That's as much as I can say. But
Yeah,
you can ask Hildar about it.
No, I'm talking to the team. That's not a question. That wasn't a question like in general. It was just me stating what Halkion is thinking. What point is there in killing him if nobody of his victims is there to see it? Here, he would at least be food for someone.
He even betrayed the Mage's Guild. It may even be that the Mage's Guild are the one to finish him off and serve punishment on him. We don't know. At least
you
now
would
it's
know
served punishment.
that the Mages Guild would want a say in that. That is, if they hear of it. Divine, you would know that in cases like this, he would be investigated thoroughly. Like, probably there might be, like, with the people that Sildar sent for, there will probably, like, people coming as well who would, like, question people and everything as well. Like, it's not just be like Sildar gets to choose whatever is done to him, or he's gonna be sent off. And like, usually, I mean, you know it because you might have tried to escape these things. You would know it, but these kind of things would be thoroughly investigated, especially if there's like a whole town affected.
Tree Man, think of it this way. He may not be able to face his victims, but he'll be able to face his past. He has to live with the crimes.
And what about the other guys that we killed?
But we weren't able to save them.
No, the soldier or the Red Prince. What makes his life more valuable than the others?
Because he was the leader. The other ones were just pawns. They just wanted to get the money. He was the leader, and he'll face his judgments.
So basically, the muscle isn't being punished, but the brain is. Pointless decision. And then I head into the inn.
I guess there's no point arguing with him. All right, let's go talk to the goblin, I guess.
Droop is like sitting underneath the stairs, gnawing on a loaf of bread. It's like, hello, you come back to Droop. I'm okay. The man there was nice enough to give Droop some bread. Crackmore Castle, yeah, I was there. It's a couple of hours from here, maybe a day. Droop doesn't remember so much. Sometimes he was knocked out. Sometimes, like, bugbears put him in a box or things like that. So Droop doesn't remember so well. But it's a bit of travel. Well, the bugbears went to the manor and they took Droop with him to play, they said, to have fun. Yes. No, Droop didn't see anything. Droop was locked up in the room the most time.
Droop.
The bugbears never did. No. Droop didn't see many people in the cellar. Only bugbears. Sometimes some human kick him too, but they never said nothing about maps.
Droop, do you remember anything along the travel? Any bumps, big clearings, anything?
Not so much. I know it's up from here. So like up, you know? And he like points basically vaguely what you think is he means with north. Maybe some things, yeah. Inside? Yes, of course.
While
he seems to be very scared and very honest.
Okay, while this is happening, I will buy Droop some extensive meal.
He will gladly take it and he'll eat as much as possible. Almost as if he's never gotten any proper food in the last few months. And people always stole his food.
Say, Droop, would you like to come back to the castle with us?
Droop's scared of the castle. Droop doesn't want to go back. Will you like leave him in the castle? Will you protect Droop? Then maybe. But Droop doesn't want to go inside. Just outside.
You don't have to go inside. You just have to lead us there. Is that okay?
Okay. I can try, but Droop doesn't remember well.
As long as you give us the general direction, that'll help us.
Will you remember better if we sometimes feed you?
Well, Droop does only remember as much as he remember.
I guess that's good enough.
But you've been back and forth many times. You should know the trail.
Only been forth one time. Droop been born in the castle and then brought to Fendlin.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Should we go? I've had enough of this place.
All right, come with us, Drew.
Oh, actually, we should visit Harlius because she promised us some reward when we would, bring in Zelda or the leader. Well, I'm a smart man, of course I remember. Well, you could have my part of the reward if I could have the staff. I could hear it calling to me. Well, you could have my part of the reward because I can hear the staff calling to me. I can hear it. Maybe.
Do an insight check. Thora, make a deception or persuasion check, depending if you're lying or not.
I'm never gonna beat that.
So, Divine, as far as you know, Thorin didn't take anything else from the castle. There is like a slight, because you only like failed by so close, there's a slight tinkle of suspicion. But you don't think that he probably didn't steal anything.
I mean, it would greatly, probably, I haven't touched the stuff yet, but I could feel something. I could feel it tingling inside me. But, it could greatly increase our chances of surviving. Maybe. Oh, you're a lovely lass.
Thorin, the staff is a staff of defense. You should be able to find it in D&D Beyond.
Oh, that looks good.
And it looks a little bit fragile. So it is basically made of crystal-like thing material. So it's kind of shimmering and see-through.
Yeah, the slender hollow staff is made of glass, yet is
exactly
as strong as oak. Oh my god.
Yes, that seems good to me. 10 minutes till like 10 to 9.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Okay, talk to you in a bit.
Oh.
All right then. So, what do you do?
Well, apparently we are going to Alias.
Okay. So y'all head over. Where do you go? Do you try her home or the minus exchange?
I mean, since it's daylight, we might want to try the exchange. Maybe she's there.
I agree.
Okay, so you head down to the miners exchange, and do you like knock on the door?
I mean, it's the only polite way to do.
Yeah, probably she would have it closed.
Just as a side note, are we taking the goblin with us or not?
It will probably like follow behind you. Yeah, or let me see. No, it would still be eating. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Hidden away. Toblin kind of realized that he's okay and he's fine, and he's with you already from the night before.
Well, I mean, I bought him a lot of food, so he should be busy for a while.
So yeah.
How much did I pay for that, by the way?
Toblin didn't charge you anything for this morning's food.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, so
wait, but he charged me for a glass of wine?
Yeah, and for the coffee. But not for the breakfast that came after.
Well, when you see a dead body come back to life, you kind of forget things.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough.
So yeah, so you head down to the miners exchange and the door's closed. There's not that many miners around at the moment, so you knock on the door and Holly's like, "Come in." and you head inside. And she's like, "Oh, it's you. How can I help you?"
Well, glass staff, as you used to call him. We will call him Celadar from now on, I guess.
Yarno.
That's what I mean. He's with Celadar. Anyway, he's not really the leader of the Red Brands anymore, or you could better say the Red Brands are not anymore, and you offered us a nice reward, and I'm here for a nice reward.
Oh, well, yes, of course. I will not go back on my word. So let me just quickly look for it. And she like gets up and like goes behind her counter, like rummages through something, opens something, like you hear a lock click, and she takes out some coins. She counts it out. You don't really see that. You just see her hunched over counting out some things, and she's like handing you a bag of coins, and she's like, "Here you go, 100 gold coins for you and for your service to this town. We'll all be very happy now that they're gone, and hopefully things will go back to normal now." And she will hand the reward directly to Thorrent, 100 gold pieces. Is Thorrent gonna split it up evenly, I assume?
Thorrent will split it up very nicely and evenly.
Okay. So everyone gets
20.
25 gold.
20.
Everyone gets 20 gold. She did say it's 100 gold, though. Like, she did specify the amount as she handed it to you.
Yeah, so 100 gold divided by 5. It's 20.
Oh, fuck, yes! Oh my god, I thought it was
You're welcome,
25.
Denise.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I was so
I'm here.
Yes.
Hi.
It's okay. She's still thinking I've been replaced.
No.
Yeah, no, I just can't count. That's my issue. It's just a math issue. I was very convinced that 100 through 5 is 25. But yes, 20 gold for everyone.
Woo!
Yay!
I mean, I'll take 25, but hey ho.
Anything else I can help you with? Somewhat, yes. Though, I mean, he was kidnapped as we assumed, but he was very powerful, so I was surprised by him being kidnapped. I guess now that it turned out that he was the leader of them, I'm less surprised. No, Sildar has not let me know anything. He has been very careful to keep me away from the investigation. I just hope he is capable. Absolutely. Sure hope so. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
And you head out. And what are you gonna do?
Quick little question whilst we travel and whatnot. I assume I have to get attuned to the weapon?
I do not. Oh wait, here it is. Yes, it requires attunement. Let me quickly check how attunement works. I think you'll have to sit on it for an hour, so during a short rest. Like an hour where you focus on it. Let me quickly read up. I should have checked that, sorry.
That's okay.
So you can still use it as a spellcasting spellcasting focus. So a short rest focused on only that item. while being in physical contact with him.
Yep.
So you'll have to do a short rest or just find another hour where you do nothing else. So you can't do it while walking, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But you could sit down at any time for an hour and focus on that item.
Yep.
What's the plan now? Do we leave? We still have our card, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I assume you'll go pick up Droop after this. And so what you do, like, how do you go out of town, and what do you do? Yes, you go up there north.
We have a traveler.
You have Thorn has a map of the region, and you have Droop. Your maps have been taken.
No, didn't I grab a map out of the guy's basement?
Yeah, you go.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got a map that's the same as mine, I think.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a vague map. There's nothing on it that you could see and be like, oh, maybe this is Cragmaw Castle. Like, there's nothing like that run on the map. And it's not like a tourist map of like, oh, here's an interesting spot or something. There's like just towns like that on the map.
Great, I have a tourist map.
Yeah, so tell me how you're gonna deal with that. You know you have to head north. That's information you've gotten. Other than that, okay.
Wait.
So
Weren't there orcs towards Tribor?
you've heard of that? Yes.
Okay.
Sorry,
So-
did you say orcs?
Yes.
Oh, great. Yay.
So I assume we are not waiting for the Dwarven brothers anymore.
You are currently looking for the Dwarven brothers.
Yeah, the Dwarven brothers. You
one,
mean
the other two you don't know.
what was the name again? Rock Seekers. Yeah, they were captured, or at least missing. We don't know where they are. I'm still looking for them because I mean it's in the end.
You arrived in the town 3 days ago.
Yeah.
On the first day you arrived, you heard from Barthens that the other two were expected to come back at any time, any second, basically. But so far, you haven't heard anything about that or seen anything like that.
So in short, we assume that they were taken. We don't know anything like that.
You don't know that. Yeah, so
the only lead we got right now is going for the castle, so I think that's what we should do. Be wary of the orcs.
oh, sorry.
No, I was just
I
going to
keep
say,
interrupting.
don't get me wrong, I'm all for leaving.
Okay, so you head out and you travel north for a bit, and things seem very quiet. Droop looks around, but let me see. Droop looks around, but he looks very confused. From time to time, he's like, "Oh, Droop, seen this tree before? Maybe. Droop in here? Oh no, that tree wasn't there. Droop, and you quickly realize, like, you've been traveling for 2-3 hours, and you realize Droop is not much help. He has some idea, but he knows it's north, but sometimes he's like pointing like east, and he's like, this way, north, and like he doesn't have any orientation, basically. Yeah, so you travel on for a little bit and hours pass. Do you want to sit down for a break at some point to have some food? Do you want to keep going as far as you can till you get like a fork in the road?
I would probably keep going until we get to a fork in the road.
Okay, so just let me quickly check up some things on my map. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
So you travel 2-3 hours and you come to a fork in the road. You already passed the place where you've been ambushed by goblins, and you come to a fork in the road, and one leads to the to slightly northeast, and one leads to more northwest. Northeast is the place that you have been come from. And northwest is the place that leads somewhere.
Can we see anything in the distance?
It's a lot of grassy fields here, a lot less, a lot more flat than the hilly area that you found Phandalin in. And there is, you would know probably that there's a forest up north. A very big forest.
I look around for bugbear traces.
Give me a nature check.
Nature. Oh, Jesus.
You don't find any tracks. I mean, you find like some people tracks, some maybe like fox poop or something like that, but nothing that would point out goblins or anything like that. Yep. So again, like the left is the one you came from when you came from Horizon. No, you don't really find anything either. Again, you find some trails. You notice that the left trail is traveled far more, but even that one is not that like common. Yes, exactly. Left. No, the left. East is on the left. No, wait, fuck, I messed it up. Other way around. Yes, you came from the northwest, and that's the one you came from, the left one. From the east. Yes, sorry, I messed it up. I messed up east and west because I'm an idiot.
Probably I'm on for going the other way, yeah.
Which one is the less traveled one? The one with the cave?
No, the other one. The one on the right.
I would say the less traveled one seems to be the most intriguing one.
As far as I know, and maybe I'm mistaken, but the one with the cave is where we came from originally.
Well, in that case, the other one seems to be smarter.
Right, because we came from the other town or city, and then we went down that path past the cave to Phandalin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you travel along this path, and you travel another hour or 2 hours or so, and it's getting towards afternoon, and late afternoon, and on the left side of the trail, there's a forest starting, or you get towards a forest that kind of doesn't really come up to the trail, but it's like 500 meters away from the trail, and seems to stretch out very, very far, seems to be very deep. And you travel for a while when suddenly you hear something from, I mean, Divine probably has the best passive perception, so you hear something from behind a stone coming up. And yes. So, behind the stone, suddenly you hear voices, things like gurgling, weird gurgling, and up to you come a group of. Wait, let me see how many. 3 ghouls that seem to be about to attack you, driven by their hunger for flesh. Roll initiative, please.
Yay!
Ghouls.
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 Ooh, I'm dead.
Flesh-eating ghouls.
Question: did the map change or not? Did our map change?
No. This is like a wilderness encounter. I don't do separate maps for these.
Okay. No, I wasn't
They're
sure.
just yeah, and because they're out in the open, I'm not gonna do a battle map for this one.
Okay.
That's just cinema of minds.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if Roll20 was bugging out again or not.
No, all good. So
This plus 9 on initiative is just disgusting.
13. Baraka is 15, right? Halkian has 12. Divine has 21. Nice. Astoria 7.
I don't think I'm gonna be as OP as I was last time.
And
it's not a bad thing sometimes to be last of an encounter. It doesn't have to be a bad thing.
I was last.
So, up first, Divine. No, they've seen you.
Don't forget you can almost always sneak attack now if a teammate is close to the enemy. Almost, always, almost.
So, at the moment, they'd be like, say, 30 feet away from you. Does not hit. No, 20 feet. You can go up to him. To them. 3. Okay. Then next up, Baraka.
You said they're about 30 feet out?
Yep.
I'm going to take a stab at Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Whichever one is in the center.
Mm-hmm. 17 will hit.
Woo!
So roll for damage then.
5 damage.
5 damage. You like hit it with this purple blast of energy that's like, and keeps going. Next up is Thorant.
Okay, I think I know. Let me just quickly double check how it works. There. Okay. So Thorn will try to focus on that warmth that he felt that night, that faithful night that something happened to Baraka. And he will hold the glass staff, by the way, for good measure, because he just really likes it. And whilst focusing on that warmth that he felt that time, a light, like a flash of light, streaks down towards that creature, the middle bloody, what's the name, ghoul. And it will have to roll. Oh wait, no, I have to roll. Never mind. Never mind. I have to roll. With a +5. $12.
You just hit.
Okay. So that light flashes down on that enemy, and it will take, and I will have to roll for that. Wow.
Wait, I don't see it yet.
I haven't rolled yet.
Why did Gabi say, oh damn, then? Oh, okay. Oh, damn! So what do you cast?
I cast Guiding Bolt, which, for those that do not know and haven't figured out yet, for Thorant, dwarves in our world do not believe in gods. Something happened to them which may one day be revealed, but dwarves do not believe in gods. They do not see magic as something dwarves normally do. But Thorant is a magic user. He's a wizard, so he kind of casted away part of his heritage already. And seeing his teammate go down and die, he was like, well, I've gone this path now anyway. I may as well see what happens. And he prayed to the god Helm and somewhat felt something. He didn't really get anything, but he felt a certain warmth. And he went down first level cleric.
Very exciting. So
a light, a beacon, like a flash of light comes down on that ghoul, and he takes, that's radiant damage.
So you hit the middle ghoul and it already looks very hurt. So, next up is...
hang on.
Oh, wait, is there anything else you can or want to do?
Quickly having a look, because, a lot of things changed for me right now. Let me... Okay. And so, Baraka, something happened to him in the past, and we do not want a repeat of that, kind of. I will also, and this is okay. I will cast my first level spell, which is a bonus action, so I can do this, and it's a concentration, so I'll add that.
Wait. You cannot cast. Is it a cantrip?
It's a bonus action. Oh yeah,
You
fair
cannot
enough. Yeah,
cast
you
two
cannot. I
spells
cannot
in the
do.
same
No,
action
sorry,
in
my
the
bad.
same round. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Sorry, can't do it. Sorry, Baraka.
It's okay. You still on 2 of my spells anyway.
Yeah, no, that's it. Can't do more.
So, that's your turn then?
That's indeed my turn.
Very good. Halkin, you're up next.
Can you repeat for me who is around me and how far away are they?
30 feet, everyone's around you. The ghouls are 30 feet away.
And one of them is hurt, or are multiple of them hurt?
One of them is very hurt.
Okay. Okay, what? Well, I will stay on my distance as well. I aim for the hurt one and cast Moonbeam on him.
Mm-hmm.
The creature has to do a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, DC.
13.
It fails.
And then it's... Wait, let me just... 17 points of damage.
17. And on which one do you cast it?
Shines down. Wait, do I have to read it aloud so you can listen to it as well? Because I have no idea if it's multiple targets.
Then yes, please do.
A silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, dim light fills the cylinder. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it's engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain, and it must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, so it wouldn't be on this turn. It would only take on its turn. It would take the damage.
When the first time it's in the area, so basically I'm
Yes.
casting it on him, so it's the first time.
Yeah, but in his turn. Starts its turn.
When the creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts the area. So basically on my cast
Yes.
and on its start of the cast again. On its
No, only on its start.
During the turn of that monster.
Yes. So you cast it now, but the damage it will take, I will not re-roll it, you get that, but the damage it will take on the start of its turn.
Okay.
Okay,
It's
so on
like
which one
a
do you aim?
AoE effect, kind of.
Kinda, yes. And it does, that's a special thing about Moonbeam.
Well,
So yeah, so which one do you aim at?
The hurt one.
The hurt one. Okay. So I will not damage it yet. It will only be at its turn. Astoria, your turn.
It's midday, isn't it?
Yes.
Um,
No, afternoon. Afternoon, but still pretty
is
bright.
it bright? Okay. And then those two
Yeah.
bright stuff. Okay. I'm gonna just pull the wraps over my head and kind of just sit this one out.
Okay, so you leave your turn. Okay. Then it is Le Ghoul's turn. So the first ghoul will run up and I wish there was a D5. Damn it. So the first one will run up to oh god, Baraka. I rolled this, I swear to God. And it will it will try and take a bite out of you. Does a 20 hit you? Don't worry, it's not going to be a one.
Was that a
Will it
nat
kill
20
me?
or just an?
No, unnatural one.
Okay, yes, that does hit.
So, and it will bite you, and you take. God damn it! Why do I roll so well? You take 12 damage. I'm really sorry. Okay, so that was the first ghoul. The second one, the hurt one, will attack Halkyn. And it will... I mean, they will run up to you and attack. And it will swing its claws at you. And, oh wait, will a 19 hit you? I assume so.
Yep.
And you take 7 damage. And can you please do a Constitution saving throw for me?
Constitution +1.
Yeah. You feel it clawing at you, and there seems to be some kind of poison in it. And it's kind of going into your muscles and trying to cramp you up, but you manage to shake it off.
Wait, I have to do another Constitution saving throw, right? Because of my casting?
Yes, exactly.
If it's a concentration.
Oh, and also... No, wait. Never mind. That ghoul is dead. That one died because it took your damage.
Oh.
So, but the next one then will attack you. I'm really sorry.
Oh,
woo! But the next one, that's right. But the next one will still attack you, and you still have to do the Constitution saving throw because I believe the moonbeams stays, and I think you can move it around.
Yep. So again, the roll.
Yes, Constitution now. The Constitution saving throw for your concentration.
13.
13. So you keep your concentration on your spell. It's still going. So, next up is Divine again. There's 2 ghouls left. One in front of Baraka, one in front of Halkyn.
Did Astoria have a turn? Or did I completely...
Yes.
Oh my god, I'm missing
She left it out.
I can't see anything.
Oh. God, what's wrong with your eyes? Well, I will investigate your eyes later on. I would like to...
Yes, they ran up. So yeah, I'll assume because you're 5 people, everyone is in melee range. Yeah. You can circle up around them, kind of. Will hit. So do you hit the one in front of Barak or the one in front of Halkyn?
Who do you love more?
Okay, then Baraka, 12 will hit. Roll for damage. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's better.
That will hit, definitely. Very nice. It looks quite beaten up, and it's like... Argh. Okay. All right, then. Then next up is Baraka. You have one right in front of your face now.
Is the ghoul wearing any sort of metal?
What does the ghoul look like? Not really, no.
Ooh. What are the chances that Divine's dagger would still be inside the ghoul?
None.
None for heat metal. That won't work. Can you give
It
me
wasn't going to
2
be heat metal.
seconds? Oh, wait, what? What are you going to use?
It wasn't going to be heat metal.
Oh my god. What
Go
were
do
you
your
going to...
thing.
No, I'll be gone for like 3 seconds. I'm really, really sorry. I gotta
Go
let my
for it.
boyfriend in.
It's okay.
Right?
Now I just hope that I roll well for this, like no matter what.
Well,
Mhm.
I'm hoping is that you won't die. So yeah.
Can I put pressure on you?
Again, I mean.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so
so
what
with
were
the
you
goal-
gonna do?
All right, with the goal right in front of me, I'm going to grab it by its neck and cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay. So what's the thing with metal? Is there anything that's necessary in the spell?
A little bit. Lightning springs from your hand to deliver a shock to a creature you try to touch. Make a melee spell attack against the target. You have advantage if the target is wearing armor or has metal on them.
No, because you'd kind of have to touch the metal, right? So it will like go back to it. Isn't it a touch spell?
It is a touch spell, but I can touch anywhere on them, but I would have advantage if they had metal on them.
No,
But if they
because
don't, that's
like the
fine.
way I see them, like if the dagger's stuck in them, like the hilt itself wouldn't have any like metal on it, so it wouldn't really do much.
What he's saying is
That's
that
still
if
fine.
it touches the ghoul itself, it'll shock through the knife.
Yeah, of course, but I don't think like the knife inside of him would have enough effect to do that much.
It's still fine. It's no worries.
I'd say
I just thought, hey, really cool.
Shocking Grasp is a melee range spell, right? Or is it a saving throw?
It's a melee attack.
Okay.
So
And plus much, how much do you get?
+6.
Okay, we can say you'll get +7 thanks to the knife.
Okay.
It will
Thank you,
be
I appreciate that.
it will help you grab hold of it a bit more. That'll hit.
Yay.
Roll
And
for the marsh.
1d8. Come on. Load for me.
Damn, full damage. So the ghoul in front of you gets shocked and it's like, and it looks very hurt with these lightning scars all over its undead body. Next up is Thorns.
All right. Okay. He will Okay. Thorns will go for Sacred Flame. Could you roll a dexterity saving throw 13?
Which one do you attack? The one in front of Baraka or the one in front of Halkian?
Which one was hurt?
The one in front of Baraka. The one in front of Halkian is very fine still.
Baraka.
Okay. Oh, Sorry, I have to roll the saving throw. I was like waiting. Okay, what's the DC?
13.
It passes. So does it do damage when it passes?
No.
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 So you try and hit it with this very bright flame.
It's a flame-like radiance that descends on him, yeah.
Yeah, but it just manages to stumble out of its way, and it's like, very clumsy way of walking.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanna do or can do?
I don't think I can. No. Oops, sorry.
Right. Next up, Halkin. Big bad ghoul in front of you, big bad ghoul in front of Baraka. What do you do?
Can I reach the one who is attacking Baraka, even though I'm in front of one?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Should I wait until Baraka's back or just do it?
No, you can do it.
Okay. I will break the concentration on my Moonbeam
Mm-hmm.
and cast Flame Blade.
Mm-hmm.
And I will attack the one who's attacking Baraka.
Roll for attack then, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus.
You try and hit it with the flame blade, but again, it kind of manages to dodge out of the way. Anything you can or want to do?
Well, I mean, all my actions are gone, so I'm basically standing between two ghouls. So, no, I'm just going to stand there with my flaming blade in hand.
Okay, Astoria, so you don't see much, but you can hear the ghouls in front of you now.
Okay.
May I just say one thing?
What? Yeah?
My blade is shedding bright light, just to make that clear.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So, eyes closed. I'm gonna try and punch something.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's
So
in
you
front of me,
still
but I'm gonna try.
you still have a vague idea of where they are, of course, but you'll have disadvantage.
Can I feel them breathing on me?
Yeah, like you'd have a vague idea. Like
Okay,
it's
yeah,
not
I'm
invisible, but I think we said disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Unfortunately, you kind of hit out and you try and hit it and you almost feel it, like you feel your fist grazing its flesh, but you don't manage to get a good hit in.
I'm gonna try again.
Mm-hmm. Please do.
Yes.
Yes, so that'll hit. So, and with the next fifth, with the other hand, you now know better where it is, so you manage to get a hit in. Roll for damage then, please. A damage. So which one did you hit? The one in front of Barako or the one in front of, or should I choose randomly?
Yeah, whatever one's in front of me.
Okay, I will choose randomly. Straight Baraka, even Halkyn. Yeah, you hit the one in front of Baraka and you can hear it cough up some blood and die. So there is one ghoul left. Oh, can you do anything else on your turn?
Hold on, let me see.
I never know with monks because they have so many attacks.
Let's see. All right, you know what? I'm gonna spend a key point and see if I can hit another one.
Okay.
1, 2. Oh no!
No!
Oh, no.
God damn it. So you try and hit out again, but you just don't hit the other one since you don't have that clear an idea where it is. Nice try.
Other side.
So close.
Okay, so it is the ghoul's next turn then, and I will roll for who it will attack. It will this time go for Astoria. So it can feel you killing its mate or friend or whatever ghouls have, and will try and let me go. And it will try and bite you. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
15 misses. God damn it. So it tries to take a
You're gonna
bite
have to
out
go a
of
little
you.
higher than
Yeah, and misses. So next up is Divine. What are you going to do with the love of the life of the other ghoul? Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay. So we're still doing this because Baraka died of this, so we're keeping it, especially for you. So you do full damage and then roll for the extra damage. Exactly. And then add the maximum.
16.
10. Yeah, 16 damage in total. So you stab him and you just get such a good swipe on him, slash across his chest, and like what is left over of his unworking intestines kind of starts spilling out a little. And you go in for your second attack. He's still standing. Mm-hmm. That'll definitely hit. 5 damage. It is barely standing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So you kind of stands out of the way and it tries. Yeah, so it can you kind of hop out of the way elegantly and it tries to slap at you, but you're just like too fast. Yeah. Baraka, you're next.
You got hit by.
It's barely standing.
You got struck by. Oh.
I'll go with the old Stanley. I'll go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast.
That is a not a melee attack, so you'll have disadvantage because it's in melee range.
I will accept this.
Okay.
No, not that one. Not that one. So either 13 or 11.
You unfortunately just miss.
Okay.
All right. Is that all you can do?
He was so
that's
done
all I
with
can
it,
really
he's
do.
gone.
Nope. Nothing else I can do.
Okay. Theron, you're up next.
Would I be allowed to use my bonus action before I
Of
do
course.
anything?
Yes, absolutely. That's absolutely a thing you can do.
I will cast Healing Word on our little baby then.
Okay.
And that's a d4 plus 3. It's not going to be great, but you know.
At least I'm not dead.
Yeah.
Okay, you heal for 4 damage.
Yeah, Thorin is not used to anything of this, and he's just muttering to himself like, oh, the poor dragonborn looks a bit
Is
hurt.
healing word a cantrip?
No, it's a first level spell, so I will have to use the spell. So I can't use a spell in my main action, but I already took that into account.
Okay, good.
But Thorin is not used to any of this yet, so he's just muttering to himself like, "Oh my god, the little dragon boy looks hurt again. Maybe you should. I wish you could be healed a little bit." And then, all of a sudden, Baraka seems to feel a little bit better. Not great, but it's a little better.
Yeah.
He's trying. He's trying all of these new things. Like all of a sudden, anything he tries to do suddenly works when it comes to, I don't know, weird stuff. Apparently, to him.
Yeah,
Helping
because
others,
for this is very new for you because every spell you can cast, you had to learn by studying, and this is something that comes from with.
And all of a sudden, this just happens. Very weird. And all the stuff that we'll have to learn again. He's not quite sure how all of this works. But he was holding his new, staff, which seems sturdy enough, he thinks. So he's holding it with 2 hands, so it will do a little bit more damage, as he's actively trying to use it as a weapon. And I'll try to make a swing. Like if I'm not in melee range now, I will be in melee range.
You're all in melee range.
Yeah. So I'll take I'll just try to swing for it, which will be this.
That'll hit. You don't even have to roll for damage. You can just tell me how you kill him.
Well, as Thorin was first muttering a couple of words, and all of a sudden you can see Baraka feeling a little bit better. He's like, "Oh, maybe if I'll swing this thing, maybe something will happen as well." And he'll just like whoosh, try to smack it in the head. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry, I just got distracted by Halkian. Halkian, you did loads of damage. You killed a ghoul.
No, I meant like I used my flame sword and I didn't hit anyone.
It's always a risk. So yeah, the last ghoul falls to the floor dead.
I think maybe you should try holding a staff. It seems to do well.
I could just burn your beard right now.
And you know that I could probably just vaporize you as well. So I would not go for this again.
All right, kids, let's not do this right now.
I would certainly request you and demand you do not.
Then don't.
And just give you advice. Anyway, Baraka, how are you? How do you seem to be? Did you like what I did? I just muttered some words to you, and all of a sudden, I don't know quite what happened. All of a sudden, this warm feeling is making me a little bit, I like it. Things seem to happen all of a sudden. All of the magic that I've used so far, I had to learn it, and this all of a sudden just comes to me. I don't know quite. It's very interesting, very fascinating.
Yeah, it's weird when that happens. I didn't even know when I was doing spells either, like how. All I know is it did. Thank you.
How are you feeling? Did it do anything for you?
Aw. Yeah, I didn't know that I could use my lightning through my hands. That was weird. I'll try and reach out to touch Thorin. Little spark was attaches itself to his helmet.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened either.
Well, You young lady, what's the point? Like, how comes you can't even see it? Like you said earlier as well, it's my picture of water that I suddenly made like give light. You said that you didn't like it, so what's this story behind your eyes? Could I investigate them?
Can't have them.
Have them?
But I can tell you this. I spent most of, let's see, 21 years under the night sky.
That probably doesn't do you a lot of good, does it?
Especially in the desert? No, not really.
Yeah, they do say that the desert sand can reflect sunlight, same as that snow can do. That's not quite good. Why would anyone travel 21 years in the desert anyway in the middle of this fight? Where was your brain
I
at?
was traveling. I was just living there. I just started my travels a few years ago.
And then you decided to go into that desert. I don't quite know that. Oh my.
That's
Who would
where I
want to
came
live in a
from.
desert?
Because the desert, the night sky is the most clearest.
So you mean to tell me you see well in the dark but not in the light?
Yes.
I mean, that would be the trade-off.
No, I don't really care.
That's fair.
If I can see the stars, I can know where I am, and that's all I need.
Well, I mean, it could have been better. I mean, I see just as well in the dark as I see in the light.
That's true.
I mean,
But I also
can't
do
see in the
most of
dark
my
at all.
traveling at night as well.
It is a bit cooler, I guess, in the night.
Yeah, so I'll lead the dragon around. As long as he leads me
Thank
around
you.
in the daytime, it's fine.
I mean, you could climb onto my shoulder with my pet.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Maybe later on, I could use a magic on you that you can see in the light.
I appreciate the help, but it's not necessary.
Well, I mean, I saw you swinging your fist and miss earlier, so I think it could perhaps help.
I still hit him. I still hit him.
You certainly
Unlike
did.
somebody.
But wouldn't it not be good if you could always hit? Oh, I guess. I just want you to...
At least I can defend you while you're sleeping.
I guess that's true.
So you might want to keep that in mind.
I mean, I could cast a spell to protect... Alright, let's go!
Wait, who has dark vision except the story?
Everyone except of Baraka.
I think divine.
Thorin has dark vision. I said, oh
Dwarves?
yes, a
Yes, of
dwarf.
course. We live under the
Oh,
bloody
shit, yeah.
ground.
Anyway, so yeah, you finish up, and Drool, by the way, Droop, doesn't fight with you. He like when he saw they were coming, he like hid away in the grass. He like let him flat. Are they dead? Are they
Again.
gone? Is it safe? And he comes out and he's like, Droop remembered. Droop, castle in forest, in big forest.
Miss DM,
Yes.
did the ghouls have anything to loot?
The ghouls had nothing. They're ghouls. They don't own money.
Darn
Sorry.
sad.
Oh no, the ghouls did not carry money on them.
So be sad.
No, I think all Mark's characters are fucking looters.
I like looting myself, I guess, if I was an adventurer.
The question now, it is 10 now, so we can play on for a bit. I don't think it would make sense that if you found Cragmoss Castle that we start with that because it's very big. we can like role play a little or go a bit further to make you try and find it. If you like play 15-20 minutes more, is that okay for everyone?
Sure.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so you so you head into the forest. Tell me how you're trying to find your way in the forest, how you're making sure that you don't get lost, how you're trying to find Cragmoss Castle, and I'll tell you the roles you'll have to do, if any, and then we'll see how successful you are.
I'm just standing there staring at the vine with my flaming sword in my hand.
Put away that sword, young man.
Shine like what? Shine like what?
I said, put away your sword, young man.
Yeah, and the vine said, time to shine.
I think she means that since you're a druid, you might have some sort of advantage navigating through a forest.
Wink, wink.
Like,
if
we were in the mountains, I could help,
Could you
but
sense the trees for a clearing?
I can't
don't
really
know what- I
concentrate
don't know
on
what
the
druids-
flame sword and just walk in the forest.
all right. Then.
Yes, Astoria, I think. Oh, I'll have to look up what you sent you again. I need to take notes on these things.
Oh, I have it up.
I think that would be for
I think
you.
Dim light would be no effect.
Yes,
and
dim
then
light.
Outside well in shadows, I have a disadvantage.
So in the like, if you're still at the edge of the forest, it would be like yeah, like the second one, slight light within houses and everything. So that would be at the edge of the forest. But as soon as you head up into deeper forest, it will be dim light. So for any checks that you'll do within the forest, it will be dim light.
Cool.
Is it dark enough that it would be in dark vision or not?
No. For
Okay.
any of you, that will have no effect. That's just Astoria, the special thing that I worked out with her.
Okay.
While we walk in the forest, I will just cast my eyes around for steps or traps or whatever.
So Helkian can give me a nature check. Does anyone else try anything?
I kind of want to like put this in like some scrap of paper.
May I just ask?
Wait, Astoria's still talking.
Yep, sorry.
So you're trying to sketch it, everything?
Yeah, I'm trying to like make a rough sketch of the forest.
Give me a Let me check if I can find something. Give me an intelligence check to see how well you manage.
While she's doing that, my question was, is it really nature check and not survival?
It's nature.
Oh.
Okay, then D&D Beyond says stupid stuff.
Well, it is my decision, so you don't have to look it up on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
Oh no.
So Astoria.
No.
So first off, Astoria, you try and sketch, but since you like have your head down while you draw, you kind of lose orientation a little bit, and you're like, wait, what head did I draw? And you keep messing it up. Like you get nothing useful out of this. Nothing, no useful map or anything. Halkin, so the thing is why I choose nature is because you're like looking for steps and things. So survival is more if it's like you trying to find your way, as in not losing orientation, that kind of thing, but you're looking for steps and things like things like that on the first floor. So for me, that's more nature. You maybe find some things on the floor that could be steps or things like that, but nothing useful, nothing that would point you towards Cragmore Castle. Everyone can do things, by the way. Just tell me what you want to do, and I'll see what check you can make.
I'd probably be looking for something more obvious, like a worn path or a footpath.
Yeah, Thorin wanted to have a look for that as well.
Okay, so give me a perception check then.
Fuck. Well, a fucking fly flew into my eye. I can't fucking see anything. Darn flies in the forest. Oh, I don't like forest. I want to go back underground. These flies do not exist.
Like Thorn walks around and like he walks right into a low-hanging path. So, Divine and Baraka, I'd say with your combined efforts, you walk around and you kind of listen out, Divine, and you kind of notice where maybe birds are a little bit quieter, or listen around. You don't really hear any goblins or anything, but you manage to kind of look around and get a overview and realize a certain part of the forest where it seems that there's like less animals around. Baraka, with the help of the vine, kind of helping you find a better area. After a while, you come upon a path that seems to have been traveled upon within the forest. It's just not really a big path, more like of a walking path, but a path that seems to lead somewhere.
Could Thorin have a look to see, because Yano said that bugbears used to move and like ship things between the two places. Could he have a look if there's like bugbear footprints?
Okay, for that, give me a nature check. Yeah, Astoria?
Would that be also nature?
What did you want to check? Sorry?
Oh, I wanted to check for the bugbears too.
Oh my god.
Yes, also nature then.
Bugbears!
Yeah, so you've seen some steps. You don't know too much about bugbears. You've only seen them a couple of times, but what you've seen in the manor and what you've seen now on this path, it looks like it could be very well bugbear footprints. You can't say with 100% guarantee, but it seems to fit, like size-wise, shape-wise, it seems quite okay.
Guys, these flies constantly in my eyes. I can't see too well, but those darn things, the bugbears. I think these footprints might be of them. Maybe
They look really similar to me. I couldn't really tell. But I think we should follow it because it's the only trail in this forest. Well, I can see now, so we won't have to worry about that.
So you follow the path for a while, and as you do, it seems to get darker and darker. And the sun starts to set. Well, you don't really see it set, but obviously you can tell it's getting even darker. And it goes from like dim light to actual darkness where you can't see that very well, especially you, Baraka. And as you walk through the forest, and you between the trees, you see a castle about a couple of 100 meters away. And the castle consists of 7 crumbling towers of different sizes and heights, but the upper stories are all in varying shapes of collapse. A short flight of steps lead up to a terrace in front of the main entryway. Past the wreckage of a pair of sundered doors lies a shadowed hall. Round towers loom over the entranceway, with dark arrow slits looking down the terrace. So, I think my questions are now, or the questions that you have to answer for yourself. Are you going to go straight in? How are you going to go in? And are you going to take a break first or anything like that? Short break, long rest or anything?
I'm okay with a short rest. Just
Yeah.
right before we go.
If we take a short rest, could I focus on the attunement?
I've wasted quite a lot of spell slots, so if we are being careful, short rest is fine enough for me.
Okay. So where do you take the short rest? I'm not going to assume anything.
We should probably back away from the castle a little bit, at least out of light view.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Very good. So I think we'll leave it here for today. You can all already do the short rest. And we're gonna start with Cragmaw Castle next week, which I did not expect you to go to so quickly.
Oh.
But no, because there are like a lot of other things you can do within the town too. Yes. No, not within the town, but like people in the town would have sent you to different errands. I think some things have been hinted. Wink, wink
I
at
was
the
looking for
vine.
Thunder Tree.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you again because it's a cool thing that I don't want you to miss. Sister Garili said you should come by. She'd have a job for you after you dealt with the reference. No, don't apologize. It's absolutely. I mean, it's great. You managed to find. Sorry, Astoria.
I said in theory we're still not technically done with them yet.
With what? With the Cragmaw Castle, or?
Well, yeah, but like the Drows was the guy leading.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you'll see. I mean, the whole adventure is long from over. Yeah, I mean, if you survive, yes, probably. Or maybe there's like a portal. Oh shit, yes, that's true.
Just don't say you better not roll a 1.
No, I'm not gonna say anything like that within the thing. No, but no, all I'm saying, like, it's not good or bad. I'm actually quite impressed because you had no idea where the castle was except for north, but you kind of make some smart decisions and rolled. Some of you rolled well.
Oh, these darn flies.
Yeah, I think yes. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I